What's up, guys? Another video here from Randy, and this one I think is gonna really pique everyone's interest because this is a video that I'm very excited about because it's how to get approved for 25 plus credit cards in 24 hours or less. This is the sequence. Let's go. Now, there are going to be some requirements that I will outline before you do a sequence like this because this is not the type of sequence you run like a gunslinger in the wild, wild west and just shoot off applications. We don't want that. We want to be organized. We want to do our research ahead of time and be prepared. This is going to be a data point based application sequence outline. I will put everything in a Google Doc in the description below. I would not attempt this unless my credit was at least 740 plus. If you do not have a minimum of 2 to 4 years of credit history, don't bother. 6 years or greater is optimal, but 2 to 4 is fine. And we are going to target about 10 different banks. Options for some additional credit unions will be at the bottom, but at that point, it's going to be, hey, we're going to leave this for the next sequence we'll run 6 months from now. And again, what do wealthy people in America and the world do? They buy, they borrow, and then they pass away. So use the bank's money. Don't rely upon your own funds. Invest your funds. Use it as assets. Hell, put the money, put your money to work and make money off of it. Use the bank's money whenever you possibly can. So let's start with the sequence. Let's get it going. First bank, hardest bank, best bank, JP Morgan Chase. And the reason why we're at the top of the list with them is because Chase has the 524 rule. You cannot, internally, Chase has a rule where you cannot be approved for more than five or more credit cards in 24 months and to get an additional card with Chase. Auto declines, and it doesn't matter if you got perfect credit score, you're going to get a decline. So we'll typically, Chase is at the top of the list. They have a couple of really good ones. You have your Sapphire Preferred. It has a $95 annual fee, but you'll get your 60,000 bonus points, 3x on dining, 2x on travel. Your Freedom Unlimited, $200 bonus plus 5% back at gas stations, 1.5% cash back, all other purchases, no annual fee. We got the business cards, Chase Ink Business Unlimited, $750 cash back, unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase, no annual fee. Chase does pull TransUnion Equifax. Something I didn't outline earlier, but it'll be in the link, is an app website I use to see what state each bank pulls from, a bureau that they pull from, so that you're prepared and I'm in Texas or I'm in New York, they're pulling Equifax, Experian, or TransUnion, whatever the case may be. And business credit cards, they don't report on the personal. So you're going to take advantage and apply. Why not? Second bank we got on the list is Barclays. They do pull TransUnion. They do require less than 5 hard inquiries on your credit in the last 6 months to get approved. This is why they're number 2. They do no longer do they offer that coveted Arrival Plus. So we have a link in the doc for some of their other cards to take a look. See what fits what you're looking for. Again, this is why we want you to prepare ahead of time and see what card you're applying for. So when you go through the sequence, you got it rocking and rolling. Third bank up, Capital One. Pretty strict here, and they are a pain because they do typically pull all 3 bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian for an approval. They're not really my favorite. I don't have any Capital One cards at this point. I did have one in the past, but didn't use it. So This was when I was younger, but you have your Capital One Venture. 3 different venture cards are available. A lot of perks, a lot of rewards. And then their business credit cards are a very good option if your company is doing typically 250,000 or more in revenue per year. So if you're in startup and you don't have money going through that business checking account, not necessarily going to be a great option for you. And again, if I forgot this, Capital One, you're allowed 1 card or credit limit increase every 6 months. So again, a little more strict. We're going down in sequence from the more difficult banks to those that are a little more lenient. Citibank, number 4, they pull Equifax. With Citibank, you're allowed 1 card every 9 days or 2 cards every 65 calendar days. You can and you should 100% apply for a business card with Citi after you receive approval for one of their personal cards. This will be outlined again in the doc in the description section. Citi cards, take a look at what you want, what fits your lifestyle, your needs. They got a couple of good ones, and plan ahead. The 5th bank we have here is Wells Fargo. What's important to know about Wells Fargo is you do need to have a relationship with the bank before applying for their credit cards. So, if it's 30 or 60 days before you plan on running a sequence, open a checking account or savings account. I would even walk in if you can, COVID or not, make an appointment, speak with them, tell them what you want to do, because they do have some pretty good options, and they will be pulling from TransUnion for the most part. Again, check your state, make sure, and we'll go through. Number 6 bank, Fidelity. Fidelity's great because they give big limits. You will have to open up one of their brokerage accounts first, deposit money. They do tend to pull Experian, but we have the tool available. Again, I keep repeating myself just to make it known. They will, depending on how much money is in there, give you large deposits. Typically, it's a range that their algorithm will see. So if you put in, $5,000, it'll reflect up to 10, and up to, above that amount will reflect higher. I think it's up to 99,000, on just under 100,000. So definitely really good. Put your money in there. They have a couple of different really good options there, and it's a great card to have. I think it's the rewards credit card, no annual fee, and again, large credit limits. Number 7 bank on our list is US Bank. They do normally pull TransUnion. They're a little bit weird because you have to have your SageStream and your ARS credit report, which is less known. You have to have this frozen. Put a freeze on this before actually attempting to apply. Honestly, when it comes to complexity in sequences, keeping it simple. If you want to substitute another bank, US Bank's a big bank. They have good options, so we put it on here. But if that's something that you don't want to even attempt to do, just substitute another bank. Navy Federal is a good one. There's other credit unions we'll put in here in addition to some of the smaller regional banks. Number 8 will be Bank of America, and they do pull from TransUnion and Equifax. You're allowed 1 card every 30 days. Go for the personal first. If you get the approval, apply for the business. Always call the reconsideration line with them for a higher limit or to get a decline or a 30-day notice overturned, or just give them the information they may need. Always good to call, get an idea of what they were looking for, and ask for that credit limit increase. They have good cards. Go to their website, take a look. Number 9 is Alliant Credit Union. Credit unions, you do need to become a member first. With Alliant, you can press the option to make a small donation to one of their charities. It's minimally, I think it's like $20, $25. Become a member, open a checking or savings account, and then usually let the account date 30 days or longer. Apply for one of their credit cards. They have a Visa Platinum. There's a 0% introductory APR for 12 months. And then they also have a Visa Signature. No annual fee, 2.5% cash back. And then the 2.5% cash back is on up to $10,000 of qualifying purchases per billing cycle. Number 10, American Express. American Express will allow you to receive 2 credit card approvals per day, and then 1 charge card of each type: green, platinum, gold, the black card. But that's usually reserved for some of you that have a lot of money and excellent score. You can you have to also understand, for some of you that don't, a charge card is different than a credit card. You need to pay this off typically at the end of the billing cycle. Not allowed to carry a balance over. But still, I have Blue Cash every day. I have Amex Everyday Preferred. I used to have a gold card. I have, what is the other one? Platinum. I get promotionals all the time. Most likely gonna take advantage of it. Even with the fee, it's well worth it. Traveling and everyday purchases. So Amex, can't go wrong. I myself been a member now 9 or 10 years, a while. So definitely great company to be with. I highly recommend them. Customer service is outstanding. And the last one is Navy Federal. Navy Federal, again, I was back and forth on whether I should include them, because it's not guaranteed that you'll be able to become a member. But Navy Federal is great because they give great limits. Customer service is good. It's a great overall bank. Auto loans are cheap. Mortgages. The only downside is if you can't become a member because you don't have any family or relatives that were in the armed forces, you can't join. So we put them on there because it's a great bank. They do usually pull all 3 bureaus if you are able to join. So TransUnion, Experian, Equifax. And I do also want to, simply make a disclaimer at the end of the video. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a banker or a lawyer. And I definitely advise everyone and anyone that uses this guide to do your research up front, plan ahead. And if you do need help where you're going through this and you want us to advise you, comment, DM me, email me. We'll even help with getting the inquiries removed on the cards that you don't get approved for. Takes a day to do that. We'll show you how. But thanks again. Subscribe, hit the like button. Have a great week ahead.
Subscribe now.